Are you tired of the hustle and bustle of city life and yearning for a simpler, more self-sufficient lifestyle? A homestead may be just what you need. Homesteading is a lifestyle that emphasizes self-sufficiency through gardening, raising livestock, and other sustainable practices. But before you start building your dream homestead, you need to have a plan. In this step-by-step guide, I will take you through the process of designing your homestead. Determine your goals and priorities. The first step in designing your homestead is to establish your goals and priorities. What do you want to achieve with your homestead? Do you want to grow your own food, raise livestock, or live off the grid? It's essential to have a clear idea of what you want to achieve so that you can plan accordingly. When determining your goals and priorities, think about your lifestyle and what you want to achieve. Do you want to live a more sustainable lifestyle? Do you want to be self-sufficient? Once you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve, you can start planning the layout of your homestead. Assess the land. The next step is to assess the land. Take note of the land size, topography, soil quality, and water availability. These factors will affect the layout of your homestead, such as the location of the house, garden, and livestock pens. Topography is an essential factor to consider when assessing the land. The slope of the land can affect the drainage of water, which can influence the location of your garden and livestock pens. Soil quality is another important factor to consider. Soil testing can help you determine the type of soil on your land and its nutrient content. Water availability is another critical factor to consider. If you plan to have a garden or raise livestock, you need to have a reliable source of water. You may need to install a well or a rainwater harvesting system to ensure that you have enough water for your homestead. Plan your infrastructure. Once you have assessed the land, the next step is to plan your infrastructure. Consider the location of your water source, electricity, and waste disposal system. You may also want to include a greenhouse, barn, or other structures to support your homestead activities. When planning your infrastructure, think about your long-term goals. Do you plan to expand your homestead in the future? If so, you need to plan your infrastructure accordingly. Consider the type of structures you need and their location. Plan your garden. The garden is a crucial part of any homestead. It provides fresh produce for your family and can also be a source of income. When planning your garden, determine the size and location of your garden beds. Consider the types of crops you want to grow, the soil quality, and the amount of sunlight your garden will receive. Before planting your garden, prepare the soil by removing any weeds or debris. You may also need to add compost or other organic matter to improve the soil's fertility. When selecting crops, choose the plants that are well suited to your growing conditions. Plan your livestock area. If you plan to raise livestock, consider the amount of space they need, the type of shelter required, and the location of the grazing areas. Livestock can provide a source of meat, milk, and eggs, but they also require a significant amount of space and resources. When planning your livestock area, consider the type of animals you want to raise and the amount of space they require. You may also need to consider the type of shelter required to protect your livestock from the elements. Plan for sustainability. Finally, consider sustainability when designing your homestead. Implement practices such as composting, rainwater harvesting, and utilizing renewable energy sources. These practices can help reduce your environmental impact and reduce your reliance on external resources. When planning for sustainability, think about the long-term impact of your homestead. Consider the resources you need to maintain your homestead and look for ways to reduce your reliance on external resources. Conclusion. Designing your homestead takes time and effort, but it's worth it in the end. By following these steps, you can plan a homestead that meets your goals and priorities while promoting sustainability and self-sufficiency. Remember, homesteading is a journey and you will continue to learn and grow as you develop your homestead. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like and subscribe button.